Alright, so I'll start with the create from prompt and then I'll show you all the other features and upgrades and some interesting things so that will help you to create a full story videos, rhyme videos, short films with consistent characters and everything, okay? So first we'll start with create from prompt and what are the changes and upgrades that you will see and how to utilize them properly, okay? So you will be in media library, you go to create with AI, create from prompt. Now here you will see video action prompt, okay? So the way it's gonna work is, let's say, and then you will see some of the other things like share this in the public library, automatically enhance my prompt, and improve the human faces and all that, right? So let's say I want the girl as the warrior in the castle, okay? Now, if you don't want your prompt now to enhance automatically, you can untick this. If you want, you can keep it, right? So I'm just gonna click on create image. So that it's gonna create an image with the human style because human is already selected. Human style will give you photorealistic images, 2D, as the name suggests, will give you 2D, 3D will give you 3D, and your photorealistic is, your cinematic style, right? So I'm gonna again now do automatic enhance my prompt and I choose 3D and I create the image again, right? I'm gonna show you something really powerful, right? Now this, right? So now previously you didn't have this video action prompt and all that, you would just create the video. Now it gives you the opportunity to prompt it, what do you want the action to be done by your character or in the scene, right? What do you want that video to have? For example, I have this castle lady, okay? So I can say she is walking, for example, right? And I will just click on create video. Very simple, right? So the idea here is, first of all, the generations that now you're gonna be see is by far the best, because the previous generation that you are getting is somewhat slow, and the motion speed, you probably see that the motion speed is kind of gone here because you don't need to worry about that because the results that you will see, and I'm going to show you the results from create from prompt, is just next level, okay? So now you can save the image if you want her to use it in the later part. If you want to create a consistent story of that, I can save the image, right? And then if you don't want, so let's say I say 5-year-old girl as a warrior on the road, for example, right? On the road. And I want 3D style, right? I create the image. And I can do the same thing with the photorealistic, right? So just because I had automatically enhance my prompt enabled, it automatically enhanced it. You can check box this, right? For example, this, right? So I can tell her, okay, she is jumping, for example, right? Or, sorry, for example, yeah, she is running, right? And create the video, right? So now I'm going to show you some of the results, right? While we're doing it, the results, first of all, is going to be like 100 times better than what you were getting before. That's a major upgrade we did. And the thing that we did that's very exciting that I'll talk about, when we talk about the consistent character feature and all that, how you can create consistent character story videos, and if you're creating rhymes, if you're creating short films, it's crazy, okay? So now that's how it works, right? So create from prompt, you got different, you got updated image quality, right? Whether it's 2D, 3D, human. You got automatically enhancing your prompt to get to kind of grasp that visual better, right? And then you have this video action prompt that helps you dictate what kind of video you will get, right? So let's say if I disable this and I say 6 years old, girl in the school, right? And I say that, right? And I say automatically don't enhance it. The type is 3D, create the image. Look at that, And now if let's say for it's, right, I can actually want that image to do anything, right? And that's what video action prompt allows you to do. It allows you to, like for example, yeah, I can say she is looking right? She is looking right and left. Now the thing is, you can keep this empty as well, right? I'm going to show you, right? You can keep this an option, right? If you want to kind of dictate, right, like what it does and stuff like that, you can write it here, or you can just leave it as it is, right? And let me show you some generations, right? The ones that we have generated so far, you're gonna love that. Like, this is one of the best things that, you know, so you know, you see all these generations here. Let me show you some previous generation already. Like, look at that, right? I'm just gonna put it all here, so you see, right? Some of our generations, you see they're processing, so it takes few seconds and basically to generate and all, right? And then I'm just gonna put all the things that we have done here so far, right? So check this out. And even with realistic, by the way, right? I'm just gonna say, right now there is no voice and all, but check this out, right? Like, now the motions is better, you know? And even if you see, like, the motions is much better. It actually understands the camera motion. It takes you, you know, like all those little things, right? It gets that perfect. And that's the beauty with this version 2 update, right? You don't have to worry about with those, you know, those unnatural camera movements and motions. You're gonna get absolutely wonderful motions, and then kind of you can build your story and then have voiceovers and have the sounds and everything. As we talk about the different features, I'll show you how you can do all that, right? So that's, let me know if you have any questions in the comment section so far, but that was the major update, okay? To revise that, we got video action prompt to enable you, okay, which enables you to give more instructions to your video, to be more clear, to be more precise, and to be more, you know, like camera movement, zoom and pan and stuff like that. We have upgraded the models to get you even best results when it comes to images as well, right? And then we have inbuilt now you're enhancing the prompt and stuff like that, right? Let's see some of other generation that we have got so far. And then look at that. I'll show you. You're gonna love this, right? This is what we did. So I'm just gonna play this. Let's check that out. Right? See? Like, I mean, the motions, I just fell in love with how fluid and how amazing the motions are, right? So that's the thing. Like, for your basic videos, it's the best thing, right? And then you can kind of build a story. I'll be showing you that. But yeah, that's what in a nutshell, those are the upgrades and those are the new things that you'll get from the create from prompt. Now let's talk about the next feature, okay?